Hello everyone, it's Anna with ACS Creations. It looks a little different because I'm on my new tablet that I got recently. So it might look different. I know I'm more like right there, but I got it sideways and propped up on the holder for it. So hopefully this works. If not, then I will go back to my phone. I did do a little test video to see if the picture, like if I show something that like to read, it does show up backwards. So I'll have to figure out how to fix that. But I checked right before I got on here to see how many subscribers I was up to, and I'm up to 82 now. That's awesome. Thank you for the new ones that are here, and thank you for the ones that keep coming back. I really appreciate it. It's a late night video. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I just can't sleep. I never can. Until I can, and then my son decides that he wants to stay up. But he is sleeping, my husband is sleeping, so I figured I would come here in the kitchen and do a quick video. Maybe longer than a quick video, but I don't know yet. My camera is here and I'm over here, so I'm like bouncing back and forth because I don't know where to look. Anyways, I have finished a few things, and there's still some things that I'm working on and some things that I would like to start soon, but I want to get some things finished first. So I guess the first thing I'll show is the blanket that I was working on for my son. I didn't get it finished because I ended up I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday of last week, I ended up having to make it like an emergency dentist appointment to get one of my teeth removed because it was causing me so much pain all up here, and then it would shoot down here. So I didn't feel like doing anything. So that put a damper on me working on this, but I have gotten a lot more done since I showed you. And I am doing the decreases now in it, so. And I'm using my little stitch markers from Randy. This one actually goes really well with the blanket. Stops moving. Little cupcake in a donut. But I don't know if I can get it all in there. This is it so far. And I can even get it all in there. Oh, yeah. I told my husband, I'm like, if he grows up, or not if he grows up, he's going to grow up. But when he grows up, if he happens to not like this, I'll take it, because I like it. And like, I'm kind of like, I really like this. I really, really do. But it's for him. And there's maybe he'll let me use it every so often. Or a lot. But the pattern for this is Jadyainstitches corner to corner baby blanket rectangle pattern, I think. I know it's the corner to corner baby blanket. And weird thing is this still fits with room, because I have the rest of the yarn and the crochet hook in here in this little bag. put it in there. And I'm still able to close it, and it's not sticking out. That's awesome. I'm gonna tie that up. A little tie there. So that's that. And I think I've read my goals list like way back, like during the beginning of the year, on what I wanted to do, or what I wanted to try and accomplish this year. One of the things is make more amigurumis, and I definitely did that. I think I lost count. I think there's about 10. 10. Sorry, I thought I heard my son, but it was the cat stretching. 10 or more amigurumis that I've made this year, so I've definitely got that down. And I'm still finishing up the frog for my son, which I got the other leg, or other arm, so it's got 2 arms. Now I just got to do both of the legs. I started to do the leg last night, and somehow I ended up with like 15 extra stitches. So I just undid it, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it later. But I never got to that today because I started something else. Which, yes, back to the whole goals list. Excuse me. One of the things on the goals list was to knit at least one thing. Well, there is a tutorial on YouTube by Studio Knit. It's a knitted bunny. And this is what I got so far. It's not going to look like a bunny yet. But yes, I'm using them on really big hooks or needles because I can't find my other ones. But this is the start of it. All you do is you make a square and then stitch a triangle, pull it so it folds up, put stuffing in it before you completely pull the strings, and then stuff the back and then stitch it up, and then do the nose, eyes, mouth, whiskers if you want whiskers, put a little tail on it, and then you got yourself a little rabbit. And I don't know what yarn this is because I was gifted, there was a bunch of like not mill ends, but like scraps, and this was one of them. So I know it's got to be either a 5 or a 6. It kind of feels and looks like it could be one of Deborah Norville's. I think I seen this color in the chunky one. It's kind of got like pink in there too. Don't mind the nail polish. I know I really got to take it off because that's bad. I know. But between crafting and taking care of my son, that's like the last thing on my list to do. And I don't really do anything. I'm home most of the time. If I'm not home, then I'm up visiting my husband at work. So, don't really do anything. So it doesn't really, it'll get done when it gets done. Yes, I have coffee using Scorpio. I know it's probably backwards. Well, maybe not, because it looks backwards to me now. So maybe it won't be backwards to you. I don't know. But I have a headache. That's why I made a cup of coffee. let's see. The next thing that I finished, well, there's a few things. They are soap saver pouches, or soap saver scrubby. I got, whoa, whoa. Okay, maybe I'll move that back into this bag. Okay. This one, and I put an orange and white tie on it. Amen. Oh, you can kind of see it. There's that one. I just dropped one. It's a plain blue one. And this. And I gotta grab the other one. Excuse me. Okay. And the next one. This. And the blue. I use this color for this tie and this color for this tie. Because I didn't know. I didn't want to have the same colors for the ties, so and I was thinking about making another one in this orange and doing a tie in this color. It's all done with, no, not all of it. One of them, I think it's the blue, is done in Premier Cotton. And then all the other ones are sugar and cream. So the blue one is the only one that's the Premier Cotton. And then the rest are sugar and cream. And this pattern is on YouTube, Jadyainstitches tutorial for, what is it? Soap Saver Scubbie. I have a list. I remember to write stuff down this time, so I didn't forget. So there's that. And next thing, so I gotta take these out. Hopefully I don't drop them. Next thing I have pretty much finished. It just needs a strap. Is backpack. I got this. It's cockeyed. So is this. Oh well, it's for me. I did it out of the t-shirt yarn that I got. It's the pink. It shows up brown, but it's not brown. It's like a purplish pink. Probably that. If I get closer. Not really. But it's like the purplish pink and black. What else do I have in here? I already got stuff in here. Oh, when I went to Joann's the other day, I don't remember what I got. But they had a thing where no matter what your purchase was, you could pick something that was clearance for free. So I got these. I was thinking about using them for the backpack, but I'm like, no, where am I going to stitch it to? So now I got to get either get the straps or make the straps. But this is all I have left of the second ball of the fettuccine yarn. And this was the one that I used. They all say the same thing. The assorted, so it's not. You can't even see it. Yeah, it just says color assorted. Article number is 752. There is that. And then I gotta put these knitting needles away so they don't end up falling and making a loud noise, because that would probably wake my son up. I don't care if it wakes my husband up, he can go right back to sleep. Just fine. My son, on the other hand, could be kind of tricky getting him to go back to sleep. So, the next thing is the yarn bingo. One of the things, or one of the squares, is to make something textured. So, one of the times that I went to Hobby Lobby, I got, and I showed this before, this book. So, the thing I chose to make out of it is the hat. But I think I may end up just making it as a headband, because the yarn that I chose, probably not the greatest yarn to use for this. It's very irritating, and yeah, this is the yarn. I'm right here. I didn't put a stitch marker in there, but yeah. See how these fluffy things? If it was just the same, my husband's hair is in here, the same stitch all the way around, that would be one thing, but it's not. And there's also a reverse single crochet that you do in here. I had to Google, or not Google it, YouTube it, because I've never done a reverse single crochet before. And it's not a bad stitch, and it looks cool, but not with this yarn. Because once you get up to, I don't know if you've ever used this yarn, it is Premier Yarns Flowers. I think that's a flower. And the colorway is Neon Bloom. Bulky 5. There's 108 yards, 99 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, and it's 88% acrylic and 12% wool. This pattern for the hat, what is the name of the hat? I don't even think it has a name. It just says Rigid Set. I do not recommend this yarn for that hat. If it didn't have those, that's what I was going to show you. When you get to this, it kind of like splits apart. I mean, when I first started this hat, I was just crocheting it, and then I'm like, I wonder. So I started using this part and just kind of wrapping it around like this. Because as you can see, inside out, there's quite a bit of the ones on the inside. And it's only more towards where I started. And then as I stopped and did something different, it started to, where am I going? Show up on the outside. So I mean, it's too small for me. So I wouldn't wear it. But I might just make it a headband. I mean, it's still textured because it's got these and then the way the stitches are. So I might just leave it like this. And it could be for like a teen or an adult with a small head, but it's too big or too small for me. I guess I got a big head. I don't know. No, my hair's on there. But yeah. And I do like this yarn. It's just the way the stitches are. And the one that I was going to do was where is it? It was this hat. But it makes no sense. Because it says for the band, work the same as headband. So I went back and I looked at, you know, the start of the headband. It says crochet chain 13. And I'm like, unless if the band, oh, you know what? Maybe the band is done sideways. I mean, that would make sense. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's why I didn't do that one, because I'm like, well, that's going to be a really, really small hat if you just chain 13. I mean, the other one was 52, and it's still small on my head. But I think that's all I have done, and what I'm working on. Besides the that frog that I'm making for my son. I forgot to grab that. Oh, and I did try a new stitch. I just did a little swatch. It's the Jacob's Ladder stitch, and I looked up. It was nausea. I think that's how you say it. But it was her tutorial on how to do it. But I'm going to have to go now because my son is awake. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you all later. Bye.